If you think you're too nice, too drained, or too available, this is the video you didn't know you needed. Welcome back to the Secret Formula of Femininity channel. I'm Dr. Nicole, and this is day 2 of our 100-day transformation journey. Today, we're talking about boundaries, the quiet backbone of feminine energy. Because here's what I've learned: you cannot be truly feminine without healthy boundaries. They're not walls that keep people out, they're the foundation that keeps your softness safe. So let's dive into the 6 signs that your boundaries need some serious attention. The first sign is resentment. And let me tell you something, resentment is just boundary violation in disguise. When you say yes with your mouth, but your entire body is screaming absolutely not, that's resentment trying to protect you. I see this with women all the time. You agree to help with something, take on extra work, or say yes to plans that you don't want, and then you feel angry, bitter, or frustrated afterwards. That anger isn't bad, it's actually information. It's your inner wisdom saying, we need a boundary here, and we didn't honor it. The solution isn't to stop feeling resentful, it's to start listening to what the resentment is telling you about where you need stronger limits. Your resentment is actually trying to guide you back to yourself. Sign number 2 is you over explain everything. Listen, when you find yourself giving a dissertation about why you can't do something, why you need to leave early, or why you're making a certain choice, that's not communication. That's actually asking for permission. Over explaining happens when we don't trust that our no is enough. When we think we need to justify our boundaries to make them valid, that's when we're asking permission. But here's the truth: boundaries do not require justification, they require you to be clear. A soft woman doesn't need to convince anyone that her limits are reasonable. She states them with gentle confidence and then she moves on. I won't be able to make it is a complete sentence. That doesn't work for me needs no follow up explanation. The more you explain, the more you invite negotiation. And you need to understand that boundaries are not up for negotiation. Sign number 3, you consistently attract users or takers in your relationships. Here's something that might be hard to hear. People with loose boundaries attract people who love loose boundaries. If you're always the one giving, helping, supporting, rescuing, or fixing, you're going to magnetize people who are comfortable taking without reciprocating. This isn't about becoming cold or withholding. It's about understanding that healthy people respect boundaries and unhealthy people resist them. When you start setting limits, you're going to notice something very interesting. Some people are going to respect them, and your relationships will actually get stronger. Others will push back, get upset, or even distance themselves. That's not a bug, that's a feature. The people who cannot honor or handle your boundaries are showing you exactly why you needed them in the first place. Make sure you listen to what they're saying through their actions. Sign number 4, you avoid difficult conversations. A lot of women think that being soft means being silent, that feminine energy means never addressing conflict or uncomfortable topics. But soft communication doesn't equal silence. It's what I call gentle truth. It's being able to say, I felt hurt when this happened, or I need something different in our relationship. This behavior isn't working for me is a perfect example of communicating a difficult truth. You can be kind and clear at the same time. You can be gentle and direct. You can be loving and boundaried. Avoiding difficult conversations doesn't protect your relationships, it actually slowly erodes them. Because unaddressed issues don't disappear, they build up until they explode or until you completely disconnect. A feminine woman addresses things early, softly, and directly. Sign number 5 is your relationships feel one sided. You pour, they sip. You give, they take. You show up, they show up when it's convenient. This is what happens when you don't have reciprocity boundaries, when you don't require that your relationships be mutually nourishing. I'm not talking about keeping score or being transactional. I'm talking about recognizing when you're consistently the one who's initiating, supporting, or investing more energy than what you're receiving. Healthy relationships have a natural flow of give and take. Sometimes you give more, sometimes they give more, but over time, it will balance out. If you're always the one reaching out, always the one listening to their problems, or always the one making plans, that's not a relationship. That's you being someone's emotional support system. And you definitely deserve better than that in your relationships. The final sign: you feel guilty when you rest. If taking a nap, going to bed early, or saying no to plans so you can recharge triggers guilt, your boundaries with yourself need strengthening. This is internal boundary work. It's giving yourself permission to have needs, to be human, to require rest and restoration. So many women have internalized the message that their worth is tied to their productivity, that they have to earn their rest, that they should feel guilty for not being available 24/7. But rest isn't selfish. Rest is necessary, it's feminine, and it's how you maintain the energy to show up as your best self. A woman with strong internal boundaries doesn't apologize for taking care of herself. Now, let me give you some soft boundary scripts that you can use starting today. I won't be able to, but thank you for thinking of me. I'm not available for that right now. That doesn't work for me. I need some time to think about it. I'm not comfortable with that. Notice how these are kind but clear, soft but firm. You're not being mean, but you're also not leaving room for negotiation. Here's what I want you to remember: healthy boundaries make you more feminine, not less. They protect your softness and they preserve your energy for the people and things that truly matter to you. Boundaries aren't walls, they're the garden fence that keeps your beautiful inner world safe so it can flourish. Hit subscribe and join me tomorrow for day 3, where we're diving into my daily soft life routine for busy women. You are going to love it. And tell me in the comments which of these 6 signs resonated most with you. I read every single comment and I'd love to answer yours. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.